What's up, y'all? Been a minute since I've done a long form YouTube video, so I'm not going to waste anybody's time. Let's just hop right on into it with my watch list for this week coming ahead from 6:29 to 7:03. So first things first, let's get started with the U.S. economic calendar here. I believe there's the only really big data is on Thursday. We have NFP, we have the U.S. employment report. That is going to cause a big move in the market on Thursday. But other than that, we have some just regular data, 10 o'clock data, 10 o'clock data, 10 o'clock data, and Monday, no news. So let's hop right on into the schedule here. First things first on NQ. NQ, we are kind of in limbo here. We are between this daily higher low. We are between this higher low right here. So we had all-time highs, pull back, hold, and now we made a lower high below all-time highs and are now trying to trade back into this higher low. So that is where we are at on NQ. So one, we need to wait and watch and see what happens, but obviously there's levels in the intermediate that are important. NQ, I believe if we break below this 29,200, we will get that breakdown, and we will see that level at 29,520, and that is where the real business is this level down here, over here. But if we do break 29,200, I do believe we will get that move back here, and then what happens there is most important. This level is most important. But like I said, for now, just going over here, I do believe if we break down this 29,200, that is where we can get some continuations for longs, or sorry, for shorts. For longs, say the market breaks 29,200, reclaims, tests, gets a higher low off 29,200, and goes. I do believe that this 29,700, it's that previous day. It's that like 4-hour and hourly high. While important, not as important as this 29,920. This is where we were rejecting off all week. It was that 2 week ago low that we flipped. We stayed under. We tried to break above. We even came back down, tested it, and then we rejected off of it again, which gave us that downside move. I do believe that for reclaims, for higher for the market, that is the level. 29,920 is where we must reclaim for longs. And if we do get above that, we reclaim 2920, get above 3,200, nothing but room. We probably see all-time highs again. But if you want my bias, want my personal opinion, I do believe that we should see some more downside. We should see more downside. I believe based on these charts, hourly time frame, we got the all-time highs, we got that low, we got that lower high below all-time highs, tried to reclaim it, failed to go higher here, rejected off that same supply, got a new low, got a lower high, got a new low, got a lower high, where we rejected off. Now we just have to break this, and that'll be our new low, and we should get some continuation to the downside. So that is what I see here on the NQ chart. ES chart, this is not my ES that I wanted. This is the ES that I wanted. It's pretty much the same exact thing, right? ES is even a little bit cleaner than NQ because this low is lower than NQ. NQ is closer to all-time highs. So we have this high, we have this low, we have this lower high. Now, the question is do we break this 4-hour demand here and go and test these lows? And then, like I said with NQ, this is the level that matters. This 7,300 level is the level that matters on the ES chart. 7,300. If we hold 7,300, we can go 7,300. If 7,300 breaks this week, I do think that we probably see these like daily previous all-time highs down here at 71.50. And then this is where I think you can probably start to pick up even some swing entries on SPY or something along those lines. But it would be about 7% down from all-time highs, and that would be huge. That would be huge if we get down here. But like I said, for short term, break below 73.60, 7,300 is the main level. Break below it, we see over here. If we hold and then reclaim 7,360, could get that all-time high move on this chart. I had ES over and over here, and I opened it over here. Next thing I want to go over, I did want to go over some individual tech names. Since since we trade the NQ, it's important to look at some individual names here. Here we have Nvidia. Nvidia is one of the weaker names in the market. If you want to take a look, if you look at NQ here, NQ. So we just saw that ES is down like what, 3 or 4% from all-time highs, and Q is down almost 6% from all-time highs. Nvidia, on the other hand, is down 19% from all-time highs. So this is a very, very, very relatively weak name. So what I'd be looking here on Nvidia would be a pop back into this supply over here. If we get a pop back into 195 and we get a failure, then that is downside move back into this 185. This 185 is your next key hourly demand down here. So that is what I see on Nvidia. I do see lower, especially if the market gets weak, since Nvidia is already relatively weak compared to the market. We should see get some continuation down there on Nvidia. Let's cover another name. We just covered Nvidia, so let's go over to AMD. AMD 503 is the line in the sand. If we break 503 on AMD, we can get wicked. Like really, really, really wicked on AMD. I don't really trade options anymore. I pay attention to tech names since I trade NQ, and NQ is made up of majority tech stocks. But if we break, because same thing on AMD here, right? We have a high, we got lows down here, we got a lower high. We tested these lows again, and so far we've held lower high. If we can break below 503 on AMD, man, we can trade back into like the mid 400s. And on options, that would be a crazy move. And the way Nvidia's been, not Nvidia, the way AMD has been moving recently, man, that could be a massive, massive trade. So AMD, we are in this like little rally base here. So this 503 or 563, those are your two big levels on AMD to watch, either for the downside or upside. What other name did I just do when I was going over? Meta, like Nvidia, and Meta's more like maybe the most like relatively weak name, tech name in the market. It's down like I think like 30% from all-time highs. Yeah, 31% from all-time highs. Meta is down, while NQ is only down 6. NQ is only down 6. Okay, so let's go here down this daily time frame. I don't know why I did not mark out this 540 level here. 540 is huge. So Meta, we break 540. We see that 520. This 520 is the level. 520 is the level. Same thing with NQ and ES. They had those levels. Meta 520 is the level. So if we continue to get weak, we reject it off this key supply, made a lower high. We break this demand. We see 520, and then the question is, do we break and reclaim? Do we break and get a lower high for even lower? That is the question on Meta. But Meta, I do think, is very, 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 very weak, and we likely sell. So watch that 540 breakdown for a move back into 520. That is what I see on Meta. So that is everything that I have for individual names. I know I went through those really fast, so let's go over. I made a bunch of crypto videos, so let's go over crypto. Crypto is dead. Crypto's dead. That is all I really have to say about it. I made multiple tweets. I made multiple videos talking about it. I made videos when we were up here at 97K, talking about how I think 50K is coming in the short-term, intermediate time frame, and now we are down here at 59K, and we even saw low 58K. So we're getting close. This is where I will start picking up some equity off this demand over here, and I will just average in. I do think that we can see in the mid 30s on Bitcoin, but I will start to purchase some at around 50K. But I do think, it's same. This is the same thing, right? So like this is what I posted on Twitter. You drop a fib on this, like from this recent high. Like we rejected off the 0.618 retracement, which I just made a TikTok short video about the other day, by the way, trading, and this is a perfect example of it. So we had all-time highs, drop, bear flag, lower high, drop, bear flag, rejection off the Fibonacci retracement 0.618 level, lower high, broke the bear flag, and now we made a lower low after breaking this low. I think this is cooked. I think it's cooked. 50K at the bare minimum. And then last name I'll go over is Ethereum. Ethereum, just as cooked as Bitcoin. I never dropped a fib on Ethereum to see if it went. No, it didn't even hit the 50% retracement. But it's the exact same thing, right? We had all-time highs, drop. We had this bearish pennant breakdown, bear flag breakdown, and some new lows. If we break this 1400 on Ethereum, I'll see you at 800. But that is all I got for today for this watch list. Good luck, trade smart, trade safe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.